Hey y'all, welcome. My name's Erica and I am an S&P 500 trader. I trade the S&P 500 futures known as ES, and I trade the SPX index options. So I want to go over a little bit of what I'm watching this week. The first key level that I'm going to be watching is 43.35. So here, let me just change this to 43.35. The reason I'm watching this is you can see going back, back in August of 22, this level was tested. It provided pretty key support all the way until June of this year when we broke through it. And then that level held until last week when we broke above. And you'll see that we managed to reclaim just above it at close. But this is going to be a pretty important level that we're going to want to be watching. Bulls are going to want to see the market holding above 43.35. Bears are going to want to see us getting below 43.35 and see us turning that into resistance. So Sunday night futures markets opened. We're already above 43.35. If we continue to hold above, what I want to watch is I want to watch this trend line coming off of the swing high that we made back in July. You can see it was tested September 14th and 15th, right before we had the sell-off. So if we manage to hold above 43.35, I want to see the market rally up into this 45.40 area. If we break below 43.35, here's what I'm interested in watching. I want to see, first of all, where do we end up if we break below this trend line? So you can see we have a trend that was established back in March of 2023 at our swing low pivot. That was the low point before we had the nice summer run up. If the market breaks below 43.35, I'd like to see this trend line behave as the first level of support for possibly a bounce. If, however, we break below this trend line, there's a few key levels that I want to see. I'd like to first of all see, I'd like to see this 42.09 area act as potentially a first target should we break below, because you can see where this acted as resistance, then turned support. So should we break below 43.35 and break below this trend line, 42.09 could act as a first target or a first level of support. Should we break below 42.09, the next level that I'm going to be interested in looking at is 406.3. Let's draw a little line here. Because as you can see, that acted as some key support. We had some bounces, turn resistance, then turn support again. So if we lose 42.09, 406.2 could become the next target or next level of support. Along with ES, I'm also going to be keeping an eye on the VIX. So VIX is the volatility index. And you can see here, we're in a little bit of a no man's land on VIX. We bounced off of the support at 15.1 over the last couple of weeks. We have a trend line up here that's coming off of some prior swing highs that we bounced off of. And we're in a little bit of no man's land here. So not quite sure what VIX is doing. We could potentially see it sell back down into the 15s, or we could see it rally above this 17.6, targeting this trend line. So what I'm going to want to keep an eye on this week is if we see ES futures selling off, and we see ES futures starting to target either this 4209 and this 4062, I'm going to want to see the VIX holding above 17.6, ideally targeting this trend line at 19 and breaking through that. So that's what I'm watching this week. Be interesting to see how the market plays out.